Many people that buy Ark buy it for the PvE aspect to play with dinosaurs. However, there's a dark side. There's a PvP side where we go insane, where there's raids and epic battles between multiple people, multiple tribes, hundreds of people at that on each side. The battles can wage on for days, and there can be a lot of toxicity, there can be a lot of excitement, and there could be a lot of sleepless nights. So, without further ado, let's get into watching players as they interact, raid, survive, and try and just win at Ark. There's a lot of people out there that really want to be top dogs on the PvP and raiding side of the game. A lot of bad things can happen, like getting stuck in tames and getting raided early game. There's some people that are scared and getting their levels up as quick as possible, and some other people are grinding away trying to get as strong as they can as early as they can. There's others that are out there just PvPing, trying to survive against the guys that have tames already. And then there's the weird ones. Most people that start off will go a raft. The rafts are a great way to start off on a PvP server. However, people are building up fast. Tech is the main priority. If you can get tech within day one on Ark PvP on an unofficial server, then you have set yourself up for a really good start and the possibility of becoming alpha of the server. We start off with the first raid. It's a stone base. These people haven't been able to get turrets yet. That there has been the perfect picking opportunity for a tribe that wants to gain loot straight away. Stone base raids could be some of the best. They could have cryopoded dinosaurs early game that can help you have that footstep in and an advantage. Some bases are building up super strong. They've got tames going, they've got breeding lines going, they've even got forges galore going. And then there's actually people rolling up to bases as an online raid on day one. These guys are brutal. They killed their Anki and now they're out. The hours passed by on the first day. People were getting industrial forges, heavy turrets, smelting down wyvern eggs, and getting a bunch of tames that they want to raise for PvP. However, some people aren't quite as lucky. They'll get set upon by an entire tribe as a solo person in their little stone hut. They'll get ambushed by him and try and survive in their stone hut. However, when it's 6 people versus 1 person, there is no way you could survive this. These guys will annihilate you. As he's set upon by the entire tribe, he's hit from every single angle. As they smack him into his newfound grave, it's over. But now, they're going to go to his main base, which is up on top of the cliff, and they just realize it's there. So now they're coming from above. They've got a sniper on the perch above, sniping their tames, and they're going to try and draw him out and kill him. That's their goal, to raid this place. If they can raid this on day one, this could be a massive profit for them. And with that, the explosions happen, blowing into the base. The stone base is going down, the turrets are down, and now it's war. It's 1 guy versus 5 guys. Can he defend against them? Can he survive this entire fight and protect his base and rebuild? If he picks and drops them all down and kills them all, he could win this, and if he does, then he'll become a legend and have legend status. But this fight isn't easy. We've got 6 people and there's Argentavises and stuff everywhere. You're in trouble. I mean, he's taking the fight back to him. You got to respect that. His base is gone. He got him. He's killing all the attackers. I mean, you can get it now and then, but oh, they got him. GG, bro. On day 1, you like to claim the base location you'd like to live in for the rest of the wipe. However, sometimes people will steal your base location. So, the best way to take that is to lock them into that cave and allow them to not be able to farm any resources. If they don't have transmitter yet, then they can't get out and get resources, you starve them out and raid them. You can constantly tame and farm and take them out pretty easily at the start. And that here is what Goofy is doing to get his Goofy Hero Cave. He missed out last season, and this time he's taking it. And he's taking it with a force. You're going to try and take this down, claim it, and become alpha of the server. That is their goal. This would be easily watched on Goofy's channel if you'd like to go check it out. I'm pretty sure he's uploaded it already if you want to go watch the season of it. They took the turret already. I mean, it works. The tribe utilizes a unique style of soaking. They're using their Karkanos to soak the bullets. They don't have soakers, but this thing takes resistance to ammo, rifle ammo. So it's a perfect way to soak. But now they're coming back at them with their own Karkanos, and it's a Karkanos versus Karkanos fight. It is time for the ultimate battle of the ages, the one that we've all been waiting for. Crab versus crab. Crab rave time.
Oh, okay.
The battle went on for a while, and they pushed in. They ended up taking the cave with force and claiming it for the season. Raids are happening each and everywhere. There's no base that's safe on day one. Everyone's looking for some easy profit and to get their footstep in the season. Scorched Earth Central Cave is one of the most sought after caves when it comes to day one. This can be a very defendable location and it's very wanted by a lot of people on the server. This guy's getting raided, so he whistles in his rock golem to go try and take out the turrets. However, they're not set to just tame creatures, they're set to just players. So it kills him, the rock golem's sitting there, and now they can just bleed it out. This thing is going to get murdered now, not going to soak any bullets, and it's not going to be any way a help to take out this fob. So this could mean that he's getting raided today. And just like that, the golem's dead. Now it's time for them to rush his base, to claim this location for themselves for the wipe, and to secure their location and destroy them. However, they're not going to give up without a fight. They're going to rocket launch this guy to his face. They're going to try and blow him off top wars. They're going to try and destroy him and kill him off his tame, because it's not a stego, so it's easier to kill off him. However, he rushes in with his trike, soaking the bullets while his boys running to the left and blow up the entire base. And now, it's GG. While the ones that are getting raided, there's others out there that are building up and just grinding away. They have heavy turrets already, they're working on tech, and their bases are looking thick. There's even this glorious guy flying around Aberration. Some bases are going to get dropped real soon because they're built really bad. However, some will survive until the end. Cave here has its layout already, and they're laying out where the wall is going to go real soon.
Uh-oh, Manuel, Emmanuel, how are you die, bro? What the f***, man?
While a person's being raided in that cave, there's others going for tech. This will allow them to be defendable for many weeks to come. This will get them a head start that the other guys don't have. Tech turrets make a massive difference. Underwater loot drops are a key necessity too. Then others are farming while others are being farmed. Day rages on, people build up. People get stronger and their bases grow. So do their wants to destroy other people. When it comes to PvP on Ark, it is a never-ending story of people wanting your loot, wanting to say that they raided you and talk insult. I would like to personally thank Tribe of Guldo. They raided a toxic guy that seems to have the massive problem with me, and that makes me happy. Eventually, hidden bases like the one you see right here will no longer be hidden and will be raided in times to come. People farm the swamp cave to get massive level boosts, to get to level 100, to get heavy turrets and allow themselves to be more defendable. And then some people try and glitch soak and glitch raid little rat holes. This rat hole Goofy Hero actually lived in when I did my rat hole series on the center. As I search through the bases, I actually find some familiar faces. This base here is run by Billy, a guy I played in some series with before, and you probably remember the name.
You will be banned from all of MTS. You cannot play Arena when you are banned.
And this is where I welcome you to the toxic side of Ark PvP, where people will use exploits to try and defend their base, and then other people will use vulgar language to try and agitate the other tribe. The typical way of playing Ark PvP, and I can tell you now, this is very tamed in comparison to what you do here, and you can't post on YouTube.
Open your eyes, mother. We had a 12 hours sleep session. We are here all night, motherfucker.
With the attackers infuriated with how these people are exploiting and rubbing it in, the defenders have thrown out all their tames in front of the hole to try and make it more annoying for them to raid. I hope he f***ing rockets the same hole. I just f***ing called it. One trying to defend, the other one trying to raid. It's a stalemate right now. It's an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. Right now, there's no clear indicator on who's won. However, the defenders have thrown out everything, and the attackers seem to really want to take them out. The defenders come in with a wyvern to try and finish off the card child, to do just a little bit of damage and rub it in that they killed their team. But the attackers are pushing in rather hard. They're pushing stegos in, and this could be the end of this base forever. As they get closer in, they throw cluster grenades to blow up all the foundations in the area to try and get foundation support closer. The defenders then made the worst mistake of their defense. They pushed the bubble up so big that no turrets would shoot. They could easily rocket and fly up into their base without getting hurt one bit. This is one thing you need to watch out with when it comes to PvP. Silly mistakes in your defense, like this. Now this guy can go through and absolutely annihilate the inside of his base and try and blow it up with some C4. They get in there one more time, but they whistle aggressive on all their teams, and this is not good for him. This would be the end of that guy. However, the defenders are going to go out and try and make a play. He goes out with his Rhino to try and take out everything. He's having some fun and trying to have fun right near the end of the raid, as you do for the last ditch effort. With that, he knocked him off the edge and ended up killing him from full damage. He got one of the guys, and it was hilarious. This here would be the catalyst for them to start talking smack. There is so much smack talking in Arc PvP, it is actually insane.
Chill model stuff.
Hello? I said I need 13 kills to go up on the leaderboard. Let me kill you, please.
Yeah, man. Like, it's not that serious, bro.
Come in, brother. Come in.
What do you mean come in? Let me go up on leaderboard, please.
I let you kill me 13 times. Give me your culture line.
No, I don't think you do have time, my friend. Okay? See, because your base is getting exploded as we f***ing speak.
Happened, bro. But we have time. We have time, brother. Come.
Why you don't just push?
So why you mad? Why you?
Meat run. BLDX wins smalls again. Meat run. 1 down, 2 to go. Wait. No, 1 to go. My math's not very good, sorry.
This would end the raid on this cave location on Ragnarok. Now it was time to move over to a new one. One that is along the edge of the map on Valguera, along the edge right near the world border. They're pushing in, trying to take out this base as quick as possible. These people aren't online, so that gives them the opportunity to get some fat loot. To get in there, get what they have, and get out. Offline raiding is a big thing. It's very, not a nice thing to have happen to you, but it's a necessity if you want loot. Most people will despawn or try and run with their loot. You could almost never get stuff if it's online. With this tribe's quick and decisive push, they were able to push right into the base and blow it up, allowing them to get all the loot without the people logging on in time. This will allow them to go further in the season. Now we move over to Island, and over here there's a base location. It's been made by MTS. People are trying to outdive it right now.
That was close. That was a good one.
As I make my way through the maps, I find this random guy raiding this base on Gen 1 in the lunar biome. And then these guys are planning a little ambush on this guy that's doing some spam. He's got a mech outside, but he's out of it right now, and they're planning to take him out. Can they actually get him, or are they going to fumble the bag? I think they ended up fumbling the bag. They missed, and now they're going to die. We then head over to Gen 2, where there's a cave that's made by MTS. It's getting raided by these guys, and I was asked to watch to see if these guys were aimbotting. I'm not 100% sure because there were actually a lot of guys around sniping at once, so I couldn't tell myself. I don't have admin tools, so I can't see where the damage is getting done. This Bob ain't gonna be here anymore. When you're raiding, sometimes you may have to leave to go defend your base. We don't know why these guys weren't at their fob defending too much. There was only one guy here and they were pushing in with Stegos to try and take it out. This could be the end of the raid, and this is the best way to stop it. As they were starting to blow up the fob, it didn't actually fully go too well for them. They ended up getting their soakers bled. The defenders are still defending their fob to the last moment. Tribe decided to try and hit Oil Cave. Oil Cave had no towers outside, so they were trying to rocket run. They were doing a fair bit of damage, but they still weren't quite getting to the wall. They were just destroying the spam at the start.
Oh, you reckon you're gonna get in? I don't reckon you are, bro.
You think we're not gonna get in? Like what?
Nah, bro. How long you gonna sit here for, bro? Cause I don't think you're getting in, bro.
Ark Survival Evolved has a very dear part in my heart. This game here could give you such endless numbers, endless hours of fun. Stress, rage, happiness, everything, all the emotions you could ever think you would have on a game, this game will produce it. It will make you so tired and worn down that you don't know how you ever played a game so basic compared to this. The amount that you have to put into this game and the amount of knowledge you need to have on every aspect of this game to play as a PvP player is actually rather insane. We now head over to one of the caves that I hold dear, one of the caves I lived in for probably a year on official. That's Ice Cave. And the Penguin King's sitting here wandering around, wondering what's going on. Why am I hearing all these boom boom bang bangs in the distance? Dad, I need help. Someone's raiding the base. The battle starts. The fight, the mantis, the ability to try and knock somebody out, cage them, and trap them so that you can raid their base while they sleep. That is the idea when it comes to raiding caves, or any base at all. If you can capture them, then it's going to be so much easier to raid. That is one of the tactics that people use in PvP a lot on official.
Nice mantis.
And as the smack talking starts, you shouldn't smack talk too much, because I guarantee you, once you die or someone knocks you out and cages you, they are not going to stop until you feel horrible. They will just sit there and badger you over and over and over again. However, the guys are trying to take out the turrets right now. They're trying to run the turrets and push back. If you can do that, you can take out the raiders. And that is one of your best defenses, is an offense. If you can offensively take out all their turrets and their fob, then it's GG from there. However, they had no idea what was waiting outside for them. They had popped all their Pteranodons and they're ready to try and Pteranodon spin their base. If you walk a Pteranodon into a cave, you don't get kicked off until you fly it. So if you're not flying, then you won't get kicked off. And now they've got somebody caged. They've got one of the defenders caged. This could be bad for Ice Cave. He's not looking too happy right now, is he? Not knowing the outcome of the Ice Cave, I had to leave for the night. However, someone is raiding Oil Cave. Oil Cave, people use the grapple glitch and
Yo,
boom,
are you
straight on
sad,
the wall.
man? You sound very sad. What's wrong, man? You want to talk? I'm here if you want
Why
to
don't
talk
you
about
grapple
it,
me?
man.
Why don't you grapple me? Why don't you grapple
Oh,
me?
you want me to grapple?
Why don't you grapple me?
Oh, you're so sad. I see why you're sad now. You can't raid.
Hello
Ah.
there.
Wanting a change of scenery, I headed over to Gen 1, and someone was attempting the Ascension, but guess what? They failed. I know this feeling. Wait, hang on a second. This scene looks kind of familiar. Where have I seen this from before? Does it involve a couch? With that many C4 on it, you don't really get your C4 shut off while in the Androsaurus most of the time, and you can run into a wall and blow it up. However, this time he got hit, and the generator's almost down. The front one. One of the raiders got really close to the generator. They just had to put some C4 down and blow it, and they probably could have taken the generator out. Sadly, they died. Then they had a Reaper at the entrance, just C-spinning constantly. But they started to flashbang it and then kill it with a tech rifle. So they had to bury it, and this would allow them to be able to soak or go for a grapple glitch. A Lamentra came out to try and ruin the stamina of any team to come in. I headed over to the central lava cave. This cave seems to be used a lot on MTS because they've modified it to have a little walkway like this, the hallway of death. It will allow you to have a really good choke point to be able to defend your base with ease. It makes it a lot harder to raid this location. It gives it a new base location for people to actually use. It opens up the area because most of the time it would just be an open area that would be really easy to raid, but this makes it 10 times harder. However, they've self-raided themselves and it's basically GG now. The guys are grapple glitching past everything, and it's basically a GG right now. So
Okay, whoa. Hop up the Giga, let's have some unarmed fucking combat, boy. No armor. Everything off. Get down here.
Hold on. Open up the floodgates, mate.
No, get the fuck down here.
as a spectator raid cam person, it's very hard to record every single raid. So I was popping between different tribes and different maps, trying to find all the raids that were happening and focusing on the more important ones. And as you can see here, they're pushing in to the Fjordor cave, the Aberration cave on Fjordor. I came back a little while later and it was completely wiped. GG to those guys for wiping that base rather easily. Right here is a reason why you should always have a lot of internals, and you should always cover foundation support everywhere in the back of your cave. If it's a massive cave, a massive base location, always have foundation support and always have turrets everywhere, because once they get past with an Androsaurus like this, it is GG. They'll throw out a Giga, they'll start meat running everything you have, and it's just done. Once they're in your base, it's very hard to come back from there, especially when they start blowing up generators and stuff. It will be over in a second. And this is where the meat run's gonna happen, right on the front doorsteps of their base. Sometimes you'll come across a raid of people that have only just started playing the game. They have no idea what some of the items actually do and what stuff to use to be able to defend properly. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but he thought a cannon would be a great idea. But the enemies were coming straight in. They knew that they wanted to wipe this base, and they seemed to realize that this guy isn't all what he needs to be able to defend this place. And without even knowing, he doesn't even know you can't walk through the door with a Velenosaur, and he tries to figure out what he needs to do now to defend. He's got a shotgun, but that's not going to do much. Does he not know you can't walk through that? Is he going to demo? for a shotgun. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. But the attacker's pushing him really fast and really hard. This man decides he wants to grab himself a cannon and defend that way. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he thinks that it does a lot of damage to people and stuff, but it was not the idea to be able to defend against this. There's so many other options you could use, mate. Please never use this again to defend like this. This is kind of a little bit embarrassing. But if he is new to the game, I still feel sorry for him. Because his heartbeat's probably just going a million miles an hour right now, trying to defend and scared that he's going to lose his base.
I love new gens like you. You just bought the game? And just bought Island or what? You new gen? I love new gens like you.
With that guy killed, it was easy for them to grapple glitch to the wall, do a massive amount of damage and actually get past the wall as well. This would mean that their base would fall soon. However, they had inside of themselves or basically demolished and destroyed everything inside their base while they were getting raided. This is the most toxic thing you can do as a defender. Like, these guys are raiding you legitimately and you decided to destroy everything so they can't get it, purely because you're salty. So the raiders unknowingly just keep raiding because they have no idea that the base is actually being wiped from the inside. They're expecting some fat loot because they're actually doing a really good job of raiding this. They've worked hard as a team. They've taken out everything legitimately, and now they're expecting some loot. However, they will get to the back. We'll see no bags and everything destroyed and know exactly what happened. And it's actually against the rules on MTS to do that. However, it doesn't matter. These guys don't have a base anymore. Previously, there was a lot of smack talk coming from this place here. These guys have come back while they're not paying attention, not dying, not blowing things up, to soak without them knowing. If they can soak the entire base without them knowing and why they're just doing stuff in their base, then they can start blowing the walls before they even realize anything's happening. And that there is a very legitimate strategy when it comes to Arc PvP. And these guys are capitalizing on it so much. If you don't have anything to detect them being at the front of your base, then you are in a lot of trouble because they can pre-soak the entire base.
Shade the shadow. Shade. Shade.
So these guys messaged me saying that they're pre-soaking a base and they're going to wipe it soon. So I came to watch it. And now they're talking in game trying to get my attention. It's actually hilarious. And I love when people interact because, I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more entertaining. And it just brings the spirit up of the game. Everyone's got to have some fun on Ark sometimes, man. It's too serious these days. These guys end up realizing that they're getting soaked and they end up coming back to the front and attacking them and stopping them from pushing their cave. Luckily, they get it just in time. Because they came out with a mantis and they absolutely annihilated him. That's kind of funny. And once again, people are raiding and soaking without the people knowing that are inside their base. They have no idea that they've been soaking for like 20 minutes straight. And if they're doing that, then your base is going down. This guy's been AFK for a while, but now he's finally realized that something's happened. Either someone's died or something's been destroyed, but he's going out to try and counter him. And if he can, he may be able to kill him. But he ends up getting killed. He comes back out with the Karkanos to try and pick it, but gets flashed off while he jumps and falls down to his death. The Dome was once regarded as one of the better base spots for PvP that MTS has made. However, if you're offline for even a short period of time, people can get into it rather easily. It's become and found out that it's got massive weaknesses in its design. And a lot of people that build in here don't realize that it can be raided really easily. As you can see, it used to have a crouch spot there, but people can grapple glitch rather easily through the front and get inside your base. And once they're inside your base, and they get to your generators, they get to all your turrets and all your tames, they can just take your tames, right, and go out through the transmitter. Or put a bag down and do the same again and again. Once they get under your base, if you have no turrets or internals under there, they can take out your generator just like that. Because generators slightly stick through the ceilings, and you can destroy them with a tech rifle. So it's GG for this base, is going down, they're going to meat run it, they're going to wipe it, and it's done for. The Dome seems to get wiped rather easily these days, so in my opinion, you have to be very careful with building here now, if they still have this map on their servers. If they still have this base location on the servers. Why am I saying map? I'm half asleep, guys. As you can see, other people on the server have built up like crazy. This place is the alpha location on Gen 2, and it is a massive location. It's got a long hallway that you can defend against. You can have towers outside, and you can have a base with a big wall on the inside. They've got many teams here ready to go, ready to destroy anybody in their path. Now we head over to Ragnarok, and in the Highlands cave. This cave has been altered to have a somewhat of a crouch spot. So the raid's here, and they're here to try and wipe it. You've got a Stego pushing in with rocket launchers trying to take out the turrets on top, while Giga bites and tries to take out everything as well. If they'd flashbanged that Reaper, then it would have done massive amount of damage and they would have killed it just like they did there. They've absolutely annihilated that, they pushed in, and now they're starting to clear the spam outside the cave. If they can get rid of that and they can get building privilege outside the cave with turrets pointing inside, this could be really quickly destroyed. This base and this cave location can be wiped real fast. That's why the guy's running out there spamming foundations while the guy's destroying them to really trigger them and make them annoyed. And he's out there with a shotgun trying to take out the mech, because some mechs aren't very strong on here, so you could destroy it with a shotgun. With a good shotgun, you could absolutely annihilate it.
Not the mantis. Where? Oh, you suck.
And that, guys, is what you call karma. Like I said in the previous part of the video, if you do a good offense, then the defense won't be as hard. If you can push turrets and take out their fob, you're not going to have too many issues, and that's what this guy's trying to do here. His mate's trying to support him by flaming the guy with the Karkanos, and that guy's running away. However, the Karkanos' idea is to get the guy within turret range so that tech turrets can shoot him off of his Stego. That is one of the best ways to take out the guy with the Stego, which happened, but now they've pushed hard, and now they're at the cave. What are they going to do now that they're at their doorstep? This base is going to go down, because once you get there, it's just Pteranodon dive after Pteranodon dive and you can take it out. However, they pushed back. They started trying to take out the fob once again, soaked all the bullets from it, but it wasn't enough. The base ended up getting wiped, and it's a GG from here.
Why is the quiet now? I think that we're talking a lot. Nightmares are so fun.
Yeah, this is actually my mom that joined.
Oh no, wait, the Lisper is coming back.
I'm not your mother.
Watch how you talk to me now.
I'm not your mother.
Oh god. He knows. Oh no, they're gonna get counted. They're gonna get counted. Once again, this is another one of my old tribes. This is Dark Legacy, having to defend their fob against the second tribe. The tribe's pushing in from inside at the bee cave or the honey cave on Fjordor, and they are having to push their fob and be proactive about taking out their stuff. Like I said, the best defense is a good offense. If they can take that out, then they can continue on the raid that they're trying to do of this cave. So I need to explain to you what happened here. One tribe is in there meat running and fighting, while Goofy Hero dives past the last bit of turrets to get in the base and start messing with them as well. They thought it was teaming, but this guy just dived past it and wanted to capitalize on it as much as possible. It was rather funny because they tried to chase him down for ages and they could not get him. All the teams were on aggressive in that and they were fighting, and it was actually hilarious. He ran around like something out of one of those cartoon movies where it was just like that music's playing and just would die. And it was funny. Eventually he died and lost. The rest of the raid continued and the base got wiped. This base ended up getting wiped as well. I didn't actually get to see this, sadly. It was that cave that was getting raided earlier on in the video, the one on Ragnarok. As this base gets wiped and you watch the epic plays, I want to apologize for the lack of uploads recently, guys. I just haven't had the want to play the game at the moment. There isn't much I can play. We left our small tribe's tribe because we thought that the new map was coming out, but then it didn't come out, and we had a little bit of a break. But now we're still waiting on Scorched Earth to release, Center to release, and they haven't come out. I was thinking of going back to maybe Bloody Ark or something on Ark Survival Evolved and playing like a few of the first days and having a bit of fun and bringing some early game stuff for you guys, but I just don't know what to do these days, guys, when it comes to content, and like it's very disheartening to not know where you stand when it comes to creation and whatnot. I've been trying 100 days of different games and I'm really loving some of the games I'm playing, trying to become a professional at each of the games and just mastering each game as I go and doing the 100 days at the same time. I do have some more videos coming of those real soon, and they are absolute hilarious bangers, so get ready for that. but I apologize for the lack of uploads. I just haven't had the inspiration to make content. I don't know what it is, whether it's the views, whether it's the game in the state it's in. It could be anything, but it's just, it's a weird time right now. And it sucks because this is one of my biggest incomes when it comes to providing for the house. This is a really funny situation. This guy was just sitting here trying to soak with a turtle in the bee cave on Fjordor. He's just sitting there just randomly soaking it while they're offline. Then on another part of Fjordor, Dark Legacy's trying to take out a fob and try and take the raid for themselves. They're trying to take this fob down, and if they can take it down, then they continue on the fob. However, one thing they don't know is that the raid's already over. So the base is already raided and everything's gone. But they think, and they have no idea that this raid is done. Trying to take it out and continue it because they wanted to raid this base for a while. So they're pushing in as hard as they can, trying to take out the fob as quick as possible, trying to take out the generators and all their stuff so that they can put their own turrets and everything at the front. And if they can do that, they can block in the raiders and stop them from being able to defend and then take over the raid for themselves.
Wanna watch? You wanna watch? Yeah.
Sorry about that, my bird wanted to watch the raid and wanted to do some raid cam himself, so I brought him in to watch it and he sat in my shirt for a little while just giggling and laughing and just loving it. The raiders were actually able to push Dark Legacy back, and then they came back with a passion again. It was an all-out war outside at the fob. They really wanted to take this fob from them, but these guys didn't want to let it up either. Even though the raid was over, they need to defend it so they can escape and get out themselves. The raid of the Blueobby Cave was intense. They were there soaking for ages, using a bunch of different tactics to get in. However, this base will be going down, and this beautiful looking crafting station will be destroyed because they are pushing in with stegos, they're pushing in with shadow mains trying to dive in at the wall. They are doing everything they can to take out this base as fast as possible. It doesn't seem like anyone's defending anymore, and people are even grapple glitching in and wiping the wall. As the raid wages on, they're trying every tactic, like I said previously. They're trying to put rafts down, put stegos on, soak from the raft, which is a really good legitimate idea. Then they'll try and push in with tech rexes to try and take out their turrets, and soak all the heavies to make it a bit easier. They're taking out all the tech turrets at the front on the ground, and now they're rushing in with Andrewsauruses, which will blow up parts of the wall, and maybe even rush in with a stego to take out the rest of the wall. Once they can get past, they can start taking out the generators within the base, and all the turrets that are internally. This will make it a lot easier to take out the rest of the base, need to run all their teams and take out their crafting station. Is a raid that is completely done. Raid happened, it was very clean, and it's done. I take you for an inside look at Dark Legacy's base. This is on Fjordor in an underwater cave. They will be attacked in the near future. I wanted to show you guys what their base looked like before that raid comes. It's rather impressive in my opinion, and good on them. But now we go over to another tribe that I used to play with, and they're in the center underwater cave, and they are not online right now. I can see what they're playing in game on Steam, but they're not in game. And while I see them play those games, I can see that they're getting raided. And you know what? That's what happens. If you're offline, you're getting raided. This is organic PvP. You need to make sure you keep an eye on your base at all the times. You can go off for an hour playing other games, and next minute you're half dead.
Oh, it's my show. Get out of here. What are you doing, bro? Stealing my show. Yo. Back the hell up. Back up. Get the hell out of here.
Hello, Shane. I love your video. I said hi.
The boys that are raiding actually messaged me saying that they're raiding, so I'm here to record. They wanted me to record it so they could see it from the other perspective. Maybe even send it over to some of them to use it for a video. As they've pushed through the water area, now they've come up to the land-based location. There's someone on defending now, and they've whistled all the teams in to fight back. They've got to try and do what they can to save the base, but I'm pretty sure if they're this far in, it's going to be over.
Whoa, don't swim away from me. You come back here.
But Billy's in there having some fun, talking smack to him, and having a bit of fun right at the end. He's going to defend as best he can.
Bro, no way you've been sat on the stego the entire time just sitting here.
Bro, I'm fucking stuck.
Bro, why are you sitting? Oh, whoa. Chill out with that second, right, buddy?
I can't even use it. I'm at the
the
bench.
whole time. Hello, sir. Don't run away from me. That's rude. Ooh, almost. You still have your scuba on. Maybe take your scuba off next time, Stevie. The horde approaches.
Ah!
You seem to be missing boots. Okay, buddy, you better chill out with that fucking shotgun. It's definitely Stubby.
Billy, where are you?
Nowhere.
Get the f out of the water.
I'm not in the water.
This is a bit of fun.
I'm lucky, Goofy.
Billy. GG, Billy.
Billy, talk to me.
Hey, listen,
What?
listen. Trying to give you an interview. Trying to give you a little after the raid interview. How was it, man? How'd you feel?
I was doing pretty good for pretty much solo. Don't you think?
I agree. Yeah,
You kind of were, yeah.
If we went online, I don't think he would have got past the very front entrance, but I was playing
No, I dropped it literally a minute.
Yeah, we would have
Fair enough.
Here, man. Yeah,
Well,
we
but
literally
online.
it took like
Not even online.
a couple of minutes.
The text journey was behind one bullet. We just rushed it.
Was there not turrets down below?
No.
Oh, fair enough. It's time to go down to the water, boys.
No!
Let me get down in there!
No!
Wait a nerd! I have a hawk on me, so all the cryos are coming with me.
Hey, don't do that!
Aha, I can do that. Hawks are not broken at all.
They're not that broken.
Nah, they're not. Especially with the 20 seconds. They're so easy to kill now as well, but you're not gonna be able to kill me because I'm not ready.
And with the Hawk's ability, Billy was able to leave with all the cryos, and they just didn't get there in time. They couldn't find it. It was right up in the roof there, and they didn't see it. That's a GG. They may have wiped the base, but they haven't destroyed his spirit. Now we head over to the Spider Cave over on Valguero. This cave is a very popular cave as well, but it's easily PT spun as well. As you can see here, there's going to be constant spins after raid, after attacks, after throwing rockets, after... As the raiders start to get confidence, they start to PT spin after PT spin. Eventually one will get through and blow up part of the wall. Just like that. As you can see there, the wall has been hit. That means turrets are going down. They can turret cap from the outside and stop them from placing down more. They can continuously do that, then they can wipe more and more, and finally, eventually, get in. And that is the main goal, is to take out the turrets and get through the base. And they are doing an insane job of doing so. Now that one hit really nicely. They got rid of 5 turrets. I popped over to Ragnarok once again, and there's a raid going on here. There's a little wall that's been wiped down. They've got some internals where their generator is and a little crafting station here. However, the guy's walking up with a stego. He's going to blow it up, and then it's going to be GG from here. This is the last bit of turrets that are actually stopping them from getting in, and it is a GG. Guys, you remember that cave that was getting offline soaked? It's the big one on Fjordor, right? Well, you know what? It's raided now. It got absolutely annihilated. We move on to Scorched Earth Central Cave. This cave has been built up like crazy, and actually, funny fact is, later on in the series, as you saw in some of my videos where I played Ark Survival Ascended, I actually met the guys that lived in this cave, and I ended up becoming part of their tribe on Ark Ascended and became really good friends with them. So the guys that defended this, the ones that lived in this cave, actually became really good friends with me. Shout out Dak. Shout out everybody else in the tribe was in it at the time that now became friends. You guys are legends. So the raid continues on, and they're using a Desmo to defend. They're trying to pick everybody that tries to speed run past everything, and if they can stop a lot of the runs. However, it's not good. It's not doing good enough. They are wiping their wall. The wall is going down real fast now, and they are going to move further on into their cave and maybe take out this cave completely. This raid could be over rather fast. It went on for a long time, don't get me wrong. With most of the wall down, they decided to do a last little push to go through this first wall. They went in with all their stegos and they rushed in with rocket launchers. This would allow them to wipe out the front wall and completely annihilate this area. However, those tech turrets are doing some damage to his face, but it didn't stop him. He pushed on forward through and they wiped out this first wall area. Now they have to go to the second wall and take out the third wall. Can they do it? Will they be able to do it in time? This raid has been rather intense, and it went on for a long time. I've muted this part because I was actually watching a show. It took that long. As you can see, they're prepared at the second wall now. They've got a second wall here, then they've got the third and main final wall. However, the guys that are raiding are getting countered by somebody else. There is a second tribe coming for their fob, and they have to annihilate them first before they continue on with this raid. If they can't do that, then they can't continue on the raid because their fob will get wiped and all their loot will be gone. So the other raid got a little stale for a while, so I moved over to Ragnarok to go to this cave over here, the Lion Cave. I wanted to go see what was happening and go kind of find out. These guys are getting absolutely stomped into the ground. This cave is going to be gone. Gone in seconds. With the turrets mostly down, they're ready to run the Gigas down mid. They're going to run them down there and wipe out all those breeders down there, and they are keen to do so. They just need that perfect opportunity, and they're waiting for it. They're waiting. They're sitting there anxious. And it was time. They ran in. It was time to wipe them out completely. And that's what they did. They absolutely meat ran them. Dark Legacy is now trying to go for another cave. It's on Fjordor. It's the Beehive Cave. And they've come back here again to try and take it out. They're throwing their stego up into the hole here where it's almost like a crouch point. They were using Reapers to try and block them out for ages. Though, they ended up getting in and started wiping their floor with a stego underneath. Ardo was on a stego underneath, rocket launching their entire floor, their entire base floor where all the teleporters and everything were, and just irritating them, and it was absolutely hilarious to watch. But with that, the raid took ages, and I'm not too sure what ended up happening in the end. And now we head over to Gen 2, where the Alpha Tribes are battling it out, trying to defend their base and try and wipe their base. These guys want to take out that base and get that fat Gen 2 loot that's within that base. We've got a sniper on a perch up on the side, trying to take out everybody that comes out and tries to defend their base. And you've also got tech tappies pushing in, taking out their bubbles, trying to stop them from being able to defend their tower and stop it from being soaked. If that gets soaked, like they're doing right now, an absolute insane amount of soaking that they're doing is just ridiculous. The amount of bullets that are getting shot right now is just crazy. And every time they push the bubble up, they'll just push tech tabbies in to take out those bubbles and soak some more. There is not much way you can do unless you counteract their attack with your own attack. And with limited amount of people, it's very hard to do. Trust me, when it's a 6-man tribe, it is a very hard thing to do to push back a fob of this magnitude. It is insane.
Hey, oh, that bar was nasty. 21k Ellie. Oh.
However, little did they know that they had basically either sent somebody in to wipe all their stuff or they'd done it themselves. Once again, this has happened again. This is a bad thing that always happens whenever someone's getting raided. They can't take the loss on their chin. I don't know whether that's what's happened or someone snuck in or got in somehow. I don't know. Maybe they got teleported in. I don't know the story behind it, but it looks like what most people do, and they wipe themselves so that no one can get their loot. Goofy Hero's tribe is looking rather thick. After the first part of the video where you saw them trying to take the cave, this is what they've created afterwards. They claimed the cave and now they have an insanely built up cave that actually looks rather nice. But now they're going to go over and attack Oil Cave once again. And it is an epic battle
I
for
never
the ages.
thought I'd see turtles be able to fly, but they do. I'm so fresh, you can suck my... Yo, the green gig is making it even funnier. Oh, oh!
Why are you biting? Do you have...
I can't grab these. Yeah, you just sit down there, man. You can't grab this. You wish you could have all this, You can't have these. Wait, lad, what's in that bag down there, lad? There's fucking kit right there. Come grab that, lad. Come grab it, lad. Oi, stop soaking that. That's not nice. Oh, look at that weapon for... Oh, no, he got away with it. Drop me, you weak dog. Oi, Jimbo, don't come close. Jimbo, what are you doing? Jimbo, what the fuck are you doing in your tribe, bro? Oh my god, you gotta call over 2 tribe mates. What are you doing?
Okay, I was going over here to wake her up.
Hey, stop. Don't attack. Don't attack. What you doing? Yeah, back that cocky nose off, brother. Yeah, what you doing? What you doing, Elan?
Bro, you're putting gates inside of me is illegal.
With the outside battle finally done, they've taken out all the towers. It's time for them to start grapple glitching the wall and to try and take out that wall, get past, and claim this cave as another victory for them. However, the guys aren't defending anymore from what I can tell. This is an offline raid now. Well, it wasn't an offline raid in the first place, however, they've probably given up and have had enough. Getting some really good rockets on the wall, they're starting to take out all the turrets. And with all the turrets gone, they can turret cap them. And if they do come back on, they won't be able to place anymore. This here is a legitimate strategy to try and take out the wall. Goofy Hero and co are trying to get right into the corner to blow up all the last of these turrets and to try and get through maybe a drop location of all the vaults, where all the vaults aren't anymore because they've been blown up, and get in and start placing some bags. If they can do that, then they can take out the generators in the back and it's GG. With that last attempt, somebody else was able to get past. Goofy was able to get past and go in to start placing some sleeping bags down. But for some reason, I don't know why, they had no ammo in those turrets up there. Though he's pushed in with his stego into the back of the wall where the generator is, and now he's going to take that down. Once the turrets are down, the rest of the guys come rushing in and they can finish off this raid once and for all. This is why you need to have turrets behind. I understand a lot at the front is good, but having a lot behind is important as well. Internals, 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 I always say. Internals. With the generator at the front wall finally down, it's a little bit too late for these guys to start teleporting in. I don't know whether they're teleporting stuff out into another base location, which is actually in the spider cave on this map, or whether they're coming in to try and defend. From what I know, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get the stuff out and survive in the other cave. However, the other guys are going to head over there at the exact same time and try and take that cave out too, because if they can't get away there, then they're going to have anything. They want to get loot from this, but they also want the damage score from this. With that, the fight was over, the wall was down, the base was gone. They went over to Spider Cave afterwards and raided that as well. However, it's done now, and it was a good raid. It was a good, entertaining raid to watch. The guys started to try and take out the center cave again. This cave here is a very important one on official. However, these guys are tech rifling down the generator. Once that's down, they can get the mechs on top and they can absolutely annihilate this tower. I don't know why the people aren't defending, whether they're just not online or whether they just gave up as well, because some people near the end of the game I don't know why they just give up so easily. However, some people do, and if the damage score is too far ahead of where they are, they don't want to fight for the rest of the fight anymore. After the raids I watched, I went over and checked a bunch of other bases to have a look. The others were getting raided, some were just checking out the bases to see what they look like. There were some really nice color coordinated bases out there. I really like the design of a lot of people's bases, and it's very creative on what people do. A lot of people do the same kind of designs when it comes to their transmitters. However, these bases are so cool, and it's great to see how everybody else does it compared to what we do and what I do in my wipes and everything like that, and it's really, really entertaining in my opinion. One of the final raids was on Double Bear Cave on Center. These guys were pushing in with Paracetheriums with a tunnel. This tunnel would allow them to go in, put C4 down without being shot by their turrets. You have to try and protect against this whatever way you can. They should be having a Reaper out here to C-spin this thing off the edge, make him have to get it back up the top of this cliff again, and make him have to rebuild it again possibly as well. However, they're using a Therizino for some weird reason which does no knockback and doesn't do that much damage. So this guy can easily just sit here and blow up all their entire towers. A Therizino really is not the option for this, in my opinion. But people do their own way of defending, and you have to learn in a way. And a way of learning sometimes is by getting your base wiped. And with that, they were unable to defend their towers, and the towers were going to drop. With those towers gone, it was now an inside battle. That hallway battle seemed to rage on for what seemed like hours to me. Then it started to happen. Pteranodon spin started to happen. They had Gigas to try and bite them at the start to try and do all the damage before they could get past. However, it wasn't enough damage for them to be able to stop. They would go over top of them and just blow up every one of their turrets above, start crumbling their wall and getting in behind their wall. And when they get in behind, they can start blowing up their crafting station, their war rooms, everything was starting to get blown up. And this was the fall of one of the last tribes to get raided. And it was an insane rush of Pteranodons, one after the other, after the other, after the other.
You already got rid of all of our BPs when you blew up our crafting station, so y'all ain't getting shit out of this.
And now it was time for the funnest part of any raid, meat running the teams and seeing those names just pop up on the screen. It's the horrible thing to have happen to you when you're getting raided, but to do it to somebody else, I don't know why it's so satisfying. But as a PvP play, everyone knows what I'm talking about. Don't lie, you enjoy it. The final tribes are starting to wipe the last little tribes left on the server. All the other caves were getting wiped, and they were getting wiped with a force. The damage scores were going insane, and tribes were just going insane. You had the center caves getting raided. You had aberration caves getting raided. You had everyone getting raided, and it was not going to stop here. People wanted to win that Hall of Fame status. A raid that you watched previously is now finally ending, but it ended in a very unfortunate way. One of the guys inside this tribe, a random guy that they had in the tribe, decided to turn the generators off for somebody so they could wipe it and get their damage score up. That there is a very sad thing to do. I know, maybe they didn't want to defend it anymore, so it's understandable at the same time. But when it's damage score and that's one of the things that you need to be Hall of Fame, it's a bit cheesy. And now it was time for one of the final raids of the season. Probably the final one that I actually watch. It's Goofy Hero versus Ardodia. And guess what? It's YouTuber versus YouTuber. It's my old tribe versus Goofy Hero's tribe. And it's time for them to rush in and try and take it out. If they can push in fast enough, then this raid shouldn't take too long.
But I love you too.
However, they're not going to go without a fight. This raid went on for hours upon hours upon hours. The defense was insane. The attack was insane. There was back and forth like crazy. While that raid was happening, I was sussing out all the other bases and base locations, and this is what Goofy Heroes in that space looks like on the outside. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks amazing. The color coordination of the purple along with everything else looks so good. And when I turned my camera to go look inside their cave, my frames dropped down to almost nothing. There's that many tames and turrets in this place, it's actually ridiculous. So this is what Ardo's having to deal with. This tribe is a veteran tribe on MTS, and they know what to do when it comes to preparing to raid and what they need. So they have their work cut out for them.
I don't think you're sneaky, boy. I see you. Ah! Can't reach you. Okay, I lied. Does it even do damage? I don't know. It doesn't do a lot on this go. It's kind of annoying. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, you fucking. I'm gonna keep setting that thing on fire. It actually is kind of hurting it.
With one of their last-ditch efforts, they're trying to do a little bit of damage to their fob. They're placing C4 on the character, and they're going to jump on the Androsaurus, and they're going to swim that into the water towards their fob and try and blow some stuff up. If they can do that, they may have a chance of doing a little bit of damage to them before they actually get wiped. But this raid is over. They have almost nothing left, and they're just doing this for a bit of fun now, in my opinion. There's nothing they can do about surviving this. They have nothing left. But good on them for giving it a go at the end.
So, trying to trick me into C4, bro? I'm up here. T.
As the video comes to an end, I would like to thank each and every single one of you guys for over the years of me playing Ark. I'm still going to play Ark, the new maps are going to come out soon, I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, but I just want to thank each and every one of you supporters that have been there through the years. You have changed my life, you have changed my life for the better. It's insane what I've been able to accomplish with you guys supporting me through the years that we have. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a change on the channel a bit as well. I want to go to more longer form story content where it's more entertaining and in depth and just I don't know, more entertaining in general, because I feel like the short form content isn't doing it anymore, and it's not as fun to create. Longer form content's way more fun to create. Long 1-2 hour long videos of like a big from the start to finish kind of videos, in my opinion, are a lot more entertaining to create and a lot more entertaining to watch. The short form stuff is good and all. It's quick, fun, easy videos to watch while you say you're eating lunch or you're having dinner, and I love to watch that as well. But I don't know, I like those long form contents. Let me know down below if you like those long videos, long story based videos at all. I'm going to be doing a lot of different games for 100 days. I'm going to try and do a 100 days channel along with Ark at the same time. It may not work out, but I need to take chances in life. You need to take chances and see whether it works. And I hope you guys are there to support me through those changes and those different videos, because I'll try and make those videos as entertaining as possible, as funny and as exhilarating as I can, to make you enjoy those games that I play and show you the depths of other games and the ins and outs of everything that you can get up to on those games by playing for 100 days on those games altogether. But it is the end of the video, and I want to thank each and every single one of you. Can like the video, comment down below what you thought about this raid cam. I kept it in the vault for ages because I wasn't too sure if I should release it, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to release it because Ark Survival Ascended at the moment isn't doing the best. Love Ark Survival Evolved still, so why not bring some nostalgia back to you guys and show you what fun PvP was like.